back, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab round man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, watch that. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. Back.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Undercross. 36-yard line. Let's go. Come on. Right there.
Now Johnson. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the toss, here's Johnson. Touchdown, Cardinals! David Johnson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Gun.
Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Let's go.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
180. 20. 36.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 more there and another 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1.
20. Strip that ball. Check. Check out.
Panthers score. Cam Newton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Gets past one man. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, defense.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got you. I got you.
Johnson. He takes this for 3 to the 29. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Let's go now. Let's go to base. 66. Pull it. High. Pick that. Go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 6-yard line.
Get ready. 43. No gain on this defense. No gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Panther 1st down.
Gun. 8.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. The shotgun snap for Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
20.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Great.
These babies cry all the way back home. Check 13. Check
express. Gun. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Play fake. Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Mike, check.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Come on, fellas.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the 50, Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. second down. Murray sets to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Murray. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th. And on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. They'll run on first down. It's Logan, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second and 11 now. Murray flushed out right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 59.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down, trots out the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Tackles. Chance.
Great.
Check. Crunch.
Newton now to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Ready.
Do. Hey! Check 24.
Express.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They come out here in the eye. And Newton's going to keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, You tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. To throw, it's Murray. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off the defense. He ran a 4.31, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Charles Clay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals capitalize on the fumble as they turn it into 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Newton to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, here's Newton. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 85 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Get that.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Going deep for his tight end, Clay. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Murray to air it out again. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Murray now. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chad Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set. Ready. Check 48. 20. Safety crease.
McCaffrey. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tighten up.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All day, every day, any day. 8.
On the ground, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The throw over the middle taken in. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check. Wide, get wide.
Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
The set. Where it is. 43. I got you.